Gilbert Roger Hudleston was a British reverend and writer. He was born in 1874 in Hutton John Penrith, Cumberland, the son of William Hudleston, to a Catholic family of long standing, but not belonging to the Catholic branch. He attended Wellington College between 1888 and 1891 and then Keble College, Oxford. In 1896 he converted to Catholicism, receiving his first communion from Pope Leo XIII. He was ordained a priest at Downside Abbey in 1904. In 1916 he became headmaster of the school at Ealing. In 1917 he was stationed in the Greek city of Thessaloniki as chaplain in the forces during World War I. Between 1924 and 1931 he led the mission at Little Malvern. He died in 1936. Most of his work were writings on religion, but he wrote 2 books of fiction, both concerned with the Rivers Pater family. One was a collection, Mystic Voices from 1923, which we shall cover today, the other being a novel, My Cousin Philip, from 1924. Mystic Voices is presented as the experiences of Reverend Philip Rivers, told over time to his young cousin Roger. There are some of the more naive religious stories of the fantastic, such as the story of the squire having heard an unexplainable voice telling him of the deaths of his relatives, or hearing the mass his ancestor preached several hundred years ago, and which got him burned at the stake, because the squire slept close to a walled-in priest hole where his ancestor hid that day. In Articulo Mortis as the squire travelled through Austria, and being summoned at night to a local castle, being told the count will not live to see the following day. He seems fully healthy, but he too insists he will die that same night, and begs the squire to not ask any questions. The Reverend then hears the Austrian's body fall into the moat before he runs off. The astrologer's legacy concerns an ancestor of the Rivers Pater family, having been part of the Neo-Pagan Academy in Rome, and bringing home a unique china fountain plate made by Cellini, which is able to show the future. But nothing really comes of this and they put it back in storage. A Porta in Fairy is one of the best stories, concerning an occultist once known to the squire, whom he finds in an insane asylum, possessed by the ghost of a long-dead murderer, and having to help exorcise it so his friend may die in peace. Of such is the Kingdom of Heaven, is probably the worst. The whole story concerned with Mary Clayton. After her mother died, the squire was made a guardian, but he conspires to have her be just another servant at the estate, ignorant of the fact he is a guardian. Then the Madonna starts appearing to Mary in her dreams, and she is stricken with lethal spine sickness. And all the squire can do is say how wonderful it is she is suffering so much, for no reason other than to suffer, adding that God wants her to suffer in darkness, which pointless sadism is rather annoying to read. The treasure of the Blue Nuns as the squire gets sick but get better when he sleeps on a pillow stuffed with relics. De Profundis has the squire help bust a fake cultist in a nunnery, because he hears the purgatorial wailings of the dead abbots being prayed to. The only difference between a real cultist and a fake one, which the squire denounces as silly superstition, a word he uses a lot despite believing in signs and omens with the best of them, is an official report by a commission of clergy saying it is. Our Lady of the Rock has nothing supernatural, despite the squire's opinion on it, and has him find an image of the Madonna hidden in a cave by following a riddle on a wall. In a similar vein, the scapegoat has a man go to his death for murdering his mother even though his brother did it, and the squire provides some comfort and sees the mystical trance the man falls into as he is led to his death. The stories are pleasant to read, for the most part, but only in Articulo Mortis and A Porta in Fairy have any dark atmosphere.